question. I have a high-end property in the Locust Valley area, and it's been on the market since October 1st, and starting to get a little pressure because it's been a while.
Yeah.
And I was just wondering, how do you know at what point to start the discussion about price adjustment?
Well, Dawn, so here's what I would do. First, there's several things about that. So I'm going to start at the listing appointment. So this is not answering your question directly, but like I said, I'm going to embellish to give everybody value. It's a teaching moment. It's very important when we're on the listing appointment that we be careful what we promise when it comes to pricing. If we ever say that this is what your house is worth, and it doesn't turn out that way, these price adjustment conversations become harder, because now you are embarrassed that you are wrong. And if you are wrong, then you're not intelligent. At least this is what we feel. And then it weakens your power to coach the homeowner. So be careful on the listing appointment to never make definitive pricing opinions. What you do is you say there's a range. Your job as a real estate professional is to look at the range. Your job is to because who determines the actual price and the value is going to be the buyers. And of course, the appraiser is the other part, but that has a lot to do with the numbers and how much money is being put down and the qualification of the buyer, all that stuff. So that's number one. Always be careful to never give a definitive price on the listing appointment. Number two, Dawn, to answer your specific question, what I would do is I would bring to the homeowner, I would have a face-to-face conversation, either virtually or in person. And actually, I would prefer virtually, just because then they can see your full face as opposed to covering it with a mask face-to-face. That kind of impedes communication a little bit. So anyway, I would have a conversation with them and show them, do a screen share and say, listen, I think it's time. What I like to do with my clients when we've been on the market for over a month, like we have, it's time for us to look at the marketing that's been done and what the feedback has been. So I would make it like, here's the update as to what's happening on your property, Dawn. So I would show them the advertising you've done, the marketing that you've done, the inquiries that have been received, the phone calls that you've gotten from other agents, feedback. So you give them the whole picture. In addition, Dawn, here's the real kicker. You're going to show them, let me give you an update on the market, because the market dictates our value, our current value. Let me explain. See, we've got to look at what our competition is. The reason why we have to look at our competition is because when buyers are looking for a house, they ain't just looking at your house. They're looking at your house compared to other houses. Now, those other houses come and go. Some sell, and there's new ones. That's why real estate's a fluid thing. Pricing is fluid. It's kind of like the stock market. The stock doesn't stay at the same price every day. The stock changes every day. It goes up or it goes down based on the circumstances surrounding that industry and other values and revenue and et cetera, et cetera. So let's look at the entire market, what's happened since you hired me a month ago. And then, Dawn, I would show them what has sold. Bada bing, bada bing, bada bing. And here's what's come on the market. Bada bing, bada bing. Now, watch this. When they're looking at when you're showing them, Dawn, these numbers, you're showing the homeowner the houses that sold similar. I'll bet you they were at a lower price than your client's house. And that's good, because they'll say, you see, this one sold, this one sold. What do they all have in common? They're less than yours. Now, you don't say that, Dawn, but that's the message you're showing them. They're looking at the list price, and if they close, they're seeing the close price. Now, let's look at some houses that have come on the market since we have put this on the market. And then you'll show them similar homes, and most likely, Dawn, those houses are probably listed lower than your client's house. So they should naturally almost say to you, well, geez, it seemed to do you think they might even ask you think we're too high? Say, well, let's look at the ones that have been selling and the ones that come on the market. They're all lower than where we're at. I think that could be a challenge. Yes, I think we'd be in a much better position, because all we're really doing at this price, these new houses that came on the market that are similar to your house, we're actually helping sell their homes. Because a buyer is going to look, if any buyer comes to your house, they're going to look at these new houses. And they're going to see your house at 500 and this house at 480. We just made that house look 20 grand cheaper. So yes, I agree with you. I think we should adjust the price.